Hi po, Sir Aishtiru and Sir Enron. Mr. T, hello. Abang tayo. Medyo na-delay eh. Dapat 9 PM to eh. Philippine time. Ayan. Sige, share mo na yung live habang naghihintay tayo. Hello po, Sir Me and My Music. Ayan. Dapat 9 PM eh. Ano na-delay? Andun na din sila, Mr. Harry Roque. Tsaka si Robin. Kalahin niyo yun, si Robin nandun sa ICC. Nasa Netherlands. Kamusta naman, 'di ba? Yung pinapasweldo natin sa kagaya ni Mr. Robin Hood Padilla na nasa Netherlands, tax natin. 'Di ba? Ayan. Milagros Lopez, hello. Oo nga eh. Dapat po 9 to eh. Wait lang natin. Oo nga, Sir, Me and My Music, di ka nakapasok last time. Ang dami naming kakwentuhan nun. Hello, Sir Boogie! Shoutout sa'yo, Sir Boogie! Sahig! Diba, sahig? Delay talaga sabi ni Ma'am Milagros Lopez. Oo, andun nga Sir Aaron. Pero nagtataka ko, si Mr. Robin Hood Padilla, talagang nasa Netherlands. Kaya yung pinapasweldo yan. Galing sa tax natin, di ba? Si Madam Sara, given na yan, nalilipad. Kasi, syempre, immediate family eh. Pero pinagtataka ko, si Hanilet, di ba? Ba't wala si Hanilet? Hanilet. Royce, sige, mag-wait lang po tayo ha. Pagdasal natin na makamit na talaga yung justice. Hello, Along with TV. Alam nyo, hindi naman kasi aanhin yan eh, aarestuhin ng ICC, di ba? Or ng Interpol kung wala talagang, kaya ka ganun kakapal yung nila eh. Di ba? Yung warrant of arrest, video ka par. Gaya nga sa ni Manong Ted Filon. Oh, ganun kahaba. Ibig sabihin yung proseso talagang dumaan talaga yan. Eh, hindi pwedeng basta-basta, nabalitaan nyo na ba yung pulis na nabukulan? 'Di ba? Maghintay muna po tayo. Hindi daw pupunta si Mr. Bato de la Rosa unless na lang may warrant na daw siya. Yun ang sabi niya doon sa programa ni Manong Ted. Dito na nakatas ng alam. Ayan, waiting lang tayo. Yun nga Ma'am Milagros Lopez, 'di ba? Pwede bang tumayo as abogado si Mr. Harry Roque kung siya ay dito sa Pilipinas ay pinaghahanap din, 'di ba? So yun kaya lang kasi si Mr. Harry Roque, 'di ba? Kung mababalikan natin way back 2017, 2017 nga yata yun, Videogapar. Inaano na nga siya for ICC maging abogado doon, 'di ba, Videogapar? Oo, pinapasok na siya eh. Pero hindi na wala. Hindi nakapasing. So ayun, panel, 'di ba? Tas ngayon nahanapan nila ng PSA daw lahat daw nung mga namatay na 30,000. Ano yun? Akala ba nila mga Mary Grace Gatos lang yung mga biktima? Sinabi ng mga taga sinabi ng mga taga-Kano kapag kailangan daw. Marami talagang ebidensya, Sir Aishtiru. 'Di ba nga si Sen Leila din? Tayo pagtulungan din siya. Dahil sa panahon ni Sen Leila, no sa human rights pa lang, 'di ba, Videogapar? Doon na talaga na parang nabuko eh. Nakita na yung mga link-link. Tsaka 'di ba nung inano si VP Lenny, tinalaga siya about diyan sa war on drugs, yung mga ano. Kaya lang after 1 week tinanggal na rin siya. Kasi ayan na nga, may mga nalaman na. O ayan, maghintay lang po tayo ha. Oo, kukunin 'yan, kailangan 'yan. Tsaka yung iba dun malamang sa malamang meron na. So 'di ba, lahat ng nagtataka ako dun sa mga kababayan po natin na nandoon sa Netherlands sa sumisigaw na, "Set him back." 'Di ba, saan ba talaga yung stand nila? Eh, nakakahiya sa parte na nandun sila dahil yung iba sa kanila malamang nagtatrabaho, kung yung iba man dun is citizen na, nakakapansin kasi hindi naman natin bansa yun, hindi yun Pilipinas para ngumaungaw ng gano'n. Kung dito nakakangaw-ngaw sila ng gano'n, huwag naman nilang dalhin dun, 'di ba? As fine natin 'di ba Ma'am Milagros, sabi nga nung kay Senrisa dun sa Senate hearing, wala na nga daw sa Dubai. So ngayon magkasama na si Madam Sara tsaka si Mr. Harry Roque. Ano yun, sinundo ba sa Dubai o nauna na talaga sa Netherlands si Mr. Harry Roque noon pa? Oo, Sir Aloni TV. Ano na nga daw yan, nasa listahan na nga daw po. Yan, wait lang natin. Naku, Aloni TV, nakaka-high blood talaga. Nakaka-high blood din yung mga kababayan natin na nagwawagay-wagay pa ng ano natin, ng bandila natin, in a point na, sila may pinaglalaban, di ba? Sila yung pinagtatanggol. Nakakaya, mas okay pa yung mga dayuhan eh, no? Mas okay pa yung mga banyaga na nandun na suportado dun sa nangyayaring trial. Nakakaya lang talaga tong, ay nako, Sir Aistero. December pa talaga yan. Nung di ba sinabi nga ng Sentry, December pa. Bago pa mag-end yung 2024, meron na talaga. September pa. Oh, ayun nga, September pa. Oh. Kaya na talagang, ayan, yan na talaga. Yung talagang, ito na yung planchado. Oo. Kasi di ba hindi nga daw mga anong ICC manghuhuli o aaresto yan ng hindi na plancha talaga. Kaya ganun kakapal yung ano, yung warrant of arrest. Kasi yung process nung pinagdaanan, paano yung mga investigation. Salbogi. Hello, Shin. Dapat 9 p.m. Philippine time. Kaya lang na-delay nga na urong siya. So ito, waiting lang tayo. 28 minutes pa po. Yes, Ma'am Milagros. At saka 'di ba, ang nakalagay dito sa manifesto is yung pangalan nga ni Hanilet. Tapos kaya na-delay pa siya ng 1 oras kasi pinalitan pa yung manifesto kasi nga hindi naman puwedeng lumapad po yung eroplano, 'di ba? Paano na yung lisensya nung piloto? Kaya nagpalit pa ng pangalan dun na yun nga yung abogado. Pero sa unang manifesto talaga is yung pangalan ni Hanilet. Ang nakakapagtaka, bakit hindi si Hanilet ang sumama, 'di ba? Hello po, Ma'am Cheryl Andres. Ma'am Melanie Repari, hindi pa siya nag-start, kaya wala pa po siyang sound. Kasi yung audio yan magagaling sa mismong ICC. Wala pa po. 20 minutes pa. Sige, Sir Boogie, kain muna ako ng breakfast. Ano na ba? 8:42 ba dyan? Kung sabagay, parehas ng tao, isa pa lang dito araw ko. Hello po, Paulo L. Oo, marami talaga. Kahit sa News 5. Tsaka sa, ano, Reuters, ang dami. Na-invade na nila, flooding. Anyway, ay nako, mawawala na din ang mga troll. Hindi na sila maawa sa Pilipinas. 9:43, ay, 9:43. Ako naman, 8:44. Ahead ka sa akin, Sir Boogie. Di ba EST ka din? Ano ba? E EST. Ay, teka, mag-aano muna ako. Wait lang. Ay, naka-in na ako, no? Ay, oo nga pala, daylight na nga, sorry naman. Oo nga pala, kaya nag-ano na ulit ng isang oras. Ay, teka, mag-aano ko, tawag muna ako sa Texas. Wait lang. Nag-start na po. Wait lang. Okay, live na po. Lakas pala ng boses ko, sorry naman. Excited lang, charot. Ayan na. Ayan natin. Sa YouTube. Huwag na tayo maingay. YouTube.
Merci Madame la Présidente, Mesdames les juges. La situation en République des Philippines. Affaire le procureur contre Monsieur Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Référence de l'affaire ICC 01 21 01 25. Et nous sommes en audience publique.
Merci beaucoup. Je vais maintenant demander aux parties de se présenter en commençant par le bureau de procureur. Veuillez marquer des pauses avant d'intervenir et parler lentement afin de permettre aux interprètes de traduire de manière appropriée. Puis-je vous demander de vous présenter et de me confirmer si la liste de vos collaborateurs que j'ai reçue avant l'audience exacte, Monsieur le procureur.
Monsieur Khan. Madame la Présidente, Mesdames les juges, bonjour. La liste est tout à fait à jour. Monsieur le procureur adjoint, Monsieur Yang est à ma gauche, Édouard Jérémy, substitut du procureur derrière nous, Robin Croft, substitut du procureur, notre conseillère en matière de coopération internationale, Chantal Daniels, et notre
C. Medjaldea, counsel for Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Si ano? Meron pala mga ano doon, no? Uniform.
Very much. Thank you very much, counsel. I will now introduce the chamber. By my side, we have the Judge Rain Adelaide Sophie Alapine Gansu, the Vice President Court, and Judge Maria del Socorres Flores Liera. I am the presiding judge of the pretrial chamber 1 of the court, and my name is Julia Antonella Mortok. Now, I would like to speak to you, Mr. Duterte. I'm speaking French, but you are receiving interpretation of what I'm saying in English. I understand that you are at ease in the English language and that the interview yesterday at the detention center was conducted in English and that you did not deem it necessary to request interpretation into any other language during this interview. This said, I would like firstly to confirm your identity. Could you provide us with your full names, please?
I'm Rodrigo Roa Duterte. That's my first middle name.
Parang magandang seta ni, Tatay Diggs.
Surname is Duterte.
Pa-comment na lang po if may audio po, ha?
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much. What is your date of birth?
Again,
Bakit
and we
parang ano,
request that
kakaiba
the
yata tong
question
si Tatay
be
Diggs
repeated.
dito, kumpara sa
I don't
hearing
think
dito
he
sa
heard
atin.
it. Thank you.
Repetition from the English booth. What is your date of birth? Yes, thank you very much, counsel. I was asking quite simply of Mr. Duterte what his full names were, and then I subsequently asked him what his date of birth was and what his place of birth is. Is that all right, counsel?
Of course, again. My birth month and day is March 28, 1945. I was born in the province of Leyte in the Philippines.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much. As a preliminary point. Very well. Thank you, Mr. Duterte. As a preliminary point, it is useful to clarify the nature and limited scope of this first appearance hearing. Today's hearing is neither the start of the trial, nor is it a confirmation of charges hearing. During today's hearing, no evidence will be collected or presented, and the issues of Mr. Duterte's guilt or innocence will therefore not be addressed. In accordance with Article 61 of the Rome Statute, the Court's founding treaty, and Rule 1211 of the Rules of Procedure and Evidence, the main purpose of this initial appearance is to answer 3 questions. Firstly, the Chamber must ensure that the person who was the subject of the arrest warrant has been informed of the crimes of which he is accused. Second, the Chamber must ensure that this person has been informed of his rights as recognized by the Rome Statute. Third, the Chamber must set a date on which it intends to hold a confirmation of charges hearing. The Chamber notes that your counsel, Mr. Duterte, filed 2 motions, one in relation with today's hearing, and you may be aware that these 2 motions have not been accepted by the Chamber because of the nature of today's hearing. No further discussion on the matter is necessary during this hearing because, as I said at an earlier stage, the aim of this hearing today is to introduce the parties
Yung lakas pa niya yung
and
sa
to
ano, nag-speak siya.
ascertain the charges and to set a date for the confirmation of charges hearing at a later stage. With regard to the first point, I recall that Mr. Duterte has received a copy of the warrant for his arrest and that a redacted version of the prosecutor's application for the issuance of the warrant of arrest is public. I will now ask the court officer to read the charges against him. The charges will be read in English. Please, over to you, Madam Courtroom Officer. Thank you, Madam President, Your Honours.
On 7 March 2025, Pre-Trial Chamber 1 concluded that there were reasonable grounds to believe that Mr. Duterte is criminally responsible pursuant to Article 25(3)(a) of the Rome Statute as an alleged indirect co-perpetrator for the crime against humanity of murder pursuant to Article 7(1)(a) of the statute as follows. A. Murder of at least 19 persons, allegedly drug pushers or thieves, killed by members of the Davao Death Squad in various locations in or around Davao City, Philippines between 2011 and 2016. B. Murder of at least 24 persons, allegedly criminals, such as drug pushers, or thieves, or drug users killed by or under the supervision of members of the Philippines law enforcement, sometimes with the assistance of persons who were not part of the police, at various locations in the Philippines between 2016 and 2019.
Merci beaucoup, Madame la
Thank you, Madam Courtroom Officer. Mr. Duterte, I'm not going to ask you to stand up because I know your condition, so I'm going to allow you to remain seated. You have just heard the reading of the charges, which are in accordance with the content of the arrest warrant you received. This means that you have been informed of the crimes of which you are accused. And this concludes the examination of the first point mentioned above. I will now turn to the second point, which concerns your rights as a suspect before this court. I will summarize some of these rights, which are of particular importance at this stage of the proceedings. Those rights are as follows. You can benefit from the assistance free of charge of a competent interpreter and benefit from the necessary translations to meet the requirements of fairness. You have the right to have the time and facilities necessary to prepare your defense and to communicate freely and confidentially with the counsel of your choice. You have the right to remain silent, and you cannot be forced to testify against yourself or to confess guilt. You can also make statements in your defense without taking an oath. In addition to any other disclosure provided for in the statute, the prosecutor must disclose to you, as soon as practicable, evidence in his possession or at his disposal that shows or tends to show your innocence or to mitigate your guilt, or that could undermine the credibility of the evidence against you. At the confirmation of charges hearing, you can contest the charges, challenge the evidence presented by the prosecutor, and present evidence. There will be no trial if the charges are not confirmed or if the proceedings against you are completed. You have the possibility to make an application for interim release pending trial. And finally, Mr. Duterte, you have the right to be informed as soon as possible and in detail of the nature, cause, and content of the charges in the language that you fully understand and speak. Counsel, have you understood?
We're listening, ma'am. We're listening. And before it ends, may we be allowed to present a manifestation on the circumstances behind the delivery of Mr. Duterte in this chamber.
Oui, Maître, je dois d'abord demander.
Yes, counsel. This is as part of the procedure. And as we've said since the very outset, I need to ask Mr. Duterte himself to make observations as to the condition of his surrender to the court and the conditions of his detention at the detention facility of the court since his arrival. If he can please tell us these details.
Thank you. Can I?
Oui, Maître. Oui.
The presiding judge. Yes, counsel.
Please. 2 days ago, the whole world has witnessed the degrading fashion in which a former president of a sovereign country was bundled into a private aircraft and summarily transported to The Hague. To us lawyers, this would be called an extrajudicial rendition. To the less legally inclined, it was a pure and simple kidnapping. My client was denied all access to the legal recourse in the country of his citizenship, and this all in the nature of political score settling. Two troubled entities struck an unlikely alliance, an incumbent president who wished to neutralize and choke the legacy of my client and his daughter on the other hand, and a troubled legal institution subject to delegitimization and desperate for a price cuts and a legal show today on the other hand. With this in mind, it is not surprising that my client was abducted from his country. ICC private jets do not drop out of the thin air. That jet which received my client was coordinated in advance. The UAE is not a state party to the ICC and has no obligation to cooperate with the court. Yet my client sat in transit in that country for more than 5 hours. I invite the registry's representative to present today in court to explain to the judges exactly how they believe this transfer was anything other than a gross abuse of process. Given the precipitous arrival of my client, an elderly man with debilitating medical issues, hard of hearing and poor of sight, he was taken to a hospital for observation. Only this morning have I met him for the first time with less than an hour to discuss legal issues. Legal issues. I have not been able to present him with a hard copy of the arrest warrant because we were not supplied with such. I have not even been able to explain to him what the prosecution requested when seeking the issuance of the arrest warrant. This is because the chamber only established a redacted version of the prosecution request last night. Other than to identify himself, my client is not able to contribute anything to this hearing. Most importantly, he is not able even to tell you that he has been informed of the charges as contained in the arrest warrant for a reason more pertinent to which I alluded in my written request to this honorable pretrial chamber this morning, and which is confidential in nature. Accordingly, I repeat my respectful request, which was rejected this morning, to postpone the substantive aspect of this hearing to the next week when I will have the opportunity to sit with my client and to explain to him what a confirmation hearing is and what the disclosure is and how the prosecution alleges that he committed crimes. I thank the court for its attention and regret to say that I do not have instructions to continue my submission any further today. Thank you.
D'abord, concernant
Thank you, counsel. Now, with regard to the health issues of Mr. Duterte, I believe that the court has taken specific measures with regard to his health situation, and I note that subsequent to his arrest and when he arrived at the detention center, the court's doctor was of the opinion that you were fully mentally aware and fit, and that you have undergone further checks and tests at the detention facility. And when you broached health matters, that's saying that you were not able to come to the hearing, the doctors who consulted with you were of the opinion that Mr. Duterte was not in a position to come to the hearing physically, but that if he gave a written permission, he would be able to take part via video link. Now, that is with regard to the health matters that you just mentioned. They are very important, especially concerning the matter of age. Now, with regard to the rights of Mr. Duterte, we have before us the registrar's or the registry's report that says that Mr. Duterte has been informed of his rights, including Articles 66 and 67 of the Rome Statute, and that that he is aware of his rights and that he is also aware of the charges against him. We have before us the report of the registry saying that he was also aware of the warrant of arrest in the English language and that he is very well versed in the English language. Once again, you have the possibility of these charges being read in English, which was the case today. I have read to you in the French language the rights that he has, Mr. Duterte, before this court. And I'd like to specify once again that this is an initial hearing in order for Mr. Duterte to be aware of his rights and the charges against him. And then there will be a full procedure that will unfurl leading up to the confirmation of charges that will enable Mr. Duterte to raise all the matters that you have just raised with regard to the warrant of arrest, with regard to the crimes committed, with regards to the charges, and any other matters associated with his arrest, and the matters of jurisdiction of the court. You have the opportunity to do this throughout these proceedings leading up to the actual confirmation of charges hearing. Now, counsel, with regard to your request for another hearing to be held next week, well, your initial request, that was, this was not accepted by the court. Now, you have seen the two decisions of the court that have been disclosed to you, and you are aware of the fact that these two decisions were refused. And this is by dint of the fact that this first initial appearance hearing does not need much preparation, as I have said to you on a number of occasions. I am now going to move on to the third stage, which is to set the date for the confirmation of charges hearing. After assessing all factors, including the need for the parties and participants to adequately prepare, as well as Mr. Duterte's rights, including his right to be tried within a reasonable time, the date for the commencement of the confirmation of charges hearing is September the 23rd, 2025. I would add that in accordance with Rule 1217 of the Rules of Procedure and Evidence, this date may be postponed by the Chamber depending on the progress of the proceedings, either on its own motion or at the request of the prosecutor or the defence. Before concluding this hearing, I would like to inform the parties of the next procedural steps. First, I would like to recall that in accordance with Rule 1212B of the Rules of Procedure and Evidence, the Chamber holds status conferences to ensure a small exchange of information under satisfactory conditions. These conferences are organized either ex officio or at the request of the prosecutor or the defense. Secondly, a set of decisions will be taken in a timely manner to ensure that the proceedings progress smoothly and expeditiously. More specifically, I am referring in particular to a decision on the arrangements and procedure for the disclosure of evidence, and a decision setting a timetable for the disclosure of evidence in such a way as to ensure orderly and efficient disclosure between the parties. In this regard, the Chamber orders the prosecutor to begin disclosing today the information on the basis of which the warrant of arrest was issued, and to complete this disclosure no later than within the next 7 days. The Chamber will also issue a decision on the participation of the victims who, according to the statute of the court and to the extent permitted by the Chamber, are authorized to present their views and concerns at this stage of the proceedings. We have come to the end of Mr. Duterte's first appearance hearing. I would like to thank all the participants in this hearing, the interpreters, and the stenographers. This concludes today's hearing.
Tapos na po. Oh, yun na yun. Sinabi din kasi doon, mga kabatang helmet, yung mga ano, di ba, ano rin sila, ang tawag doon, nag-motion din sila na videographer. Naghain din kasi, di ba, itong kampo nila Tatay Diggs. Oh. Eh, kaya lang nga, hindi siya pinayagan. And in terms naman sa medical, di ba nga, ano nga siya, check up din sa hospital doon. And, yun, nakita naman ng mga doctors daw na hindi man siya makapunta physically, pero pwede siya kumaten. Fit siya. Via Zoom. Oh, fit siya. Pero nagulat lang talaga ako kay Tatay Diggs. Kasi, sa Hong Kong, ano talagang hype yung speech. Yung statement. Pero, monumento pero eto, ibang Tatay Diggs naman yung napanood natin, nakita natin. Pero ayan nga, mga bata helmet, mag-e-end na rin ako kasi nakalagay no session na. Abangan natin next week. Di ba next week daw? Meron next week? Yata. Di ba? Pero kasi ang inaano ng company Tatay Diggs, dapat nga next week na lang. 1 week pa. Oo, 1 week pa. Kaya lang pa siya. Hindi na. Kaya ano, di ba? Ganun pa lang ano, no? Sa ICC. May time frame sila na eto lang. Kung pre-trial, eto lang pala yung inaano doon. Parang sinabi lang kung yung mga charges, aware ka ba sa charges mo? And if meron nga ang ano ng counsel naman. So, hindi uubra ang pabida? Hindi. Ang pag-grandstanding? Hindi, dito lang sa hearing sa atin. So, dito sa Senate hearing at saka sa Quadcom, Tricom, nagkaroon ng ano? Yung pa-Jollibee. Oo. Bida-bida. Pero iba sa ICC, syempre. Oh, sabi lang ganyan. Dala na. Ingat na ang lahat. Abang na lang ng ganat. Uy, medyo ka pa. Syempre, abang tayo. Sige natin bibileni. Ayan ha, malapit na po ang local campaign, di ba, videographer? Zero. Pero nakakaloka lang talaga yun, no, videographer, no? Kasi talaga, thank you rin sa mga nanonood, Sir Pugi, salamat. Sir Aichtiru, Sir Miano Music, Paulo L. Janet Te, kay Ma'am Milagros, sa lahat ng mga nandito, maraming salamat po. And ano yung videographer? Pinagpunta dyan. Dahil ang gulo. Si Sir Paulo Eliot. Pinagpunta daw sa edits. Oo, daming daming daw troll. Pero yan po ang lahat basta, abang na lang tayo. Pero at least, no, ang linaw ng process ng ICC. Oo, hindi siya circus. Hindi to circus na trial. Talagang nakalusot ang argumento. Yung argumento, sila pa na ng argumento. Pero, di ba sabi nga, ang ICC, once na nag-ano talaga yan, planchado na talaga yan. Ano na nila yan? Malinis na yan. Oo. Talagang dumaan sa proseso. Pero yun nga, kung narinig nyo po September. Diba sinabi? September last year. Pero ayan, sige, abangan nyo na lang yung vlog natin about dyan. Ingat po lahat. Bye! Sir Von! Shoutout sa'yo. Shin, hello po. Ang tawag dito, mahaba-haba pa ang gabi. Abangan nyo, marami na naman lalabas na political analysts. Ingat! Prayer?